47 years ago, the Supreme Court of the United States turned its back on that foundational right. Today, these basic truths are still under siege and still under threat. The progress that we have made is in every sense at risk as we gather here today. I mean, the truth is that Joe Biden, the Democratic Party, and the radical left would undo all the progress that we've made in the cause of life. And what a contrast it's been of the progress of life under this administration. From the first day he took office, President Trump has been standing without apology for the sanctity of human life. It would be just after we were in office a few days that the President reinstituted the Mexico City policy, making sure no taxpayer dollars would ever go to promote or provide abortion around the world, and then he expanded it a year later. President Trump became the first president in American history to address the March for Life in person on the National Mall. In our first year in office, the President took executive action to end the assault on the conscience rights of a group of nuns known as the Little Sisters of the Poor. And we appointed justices to the Supreme Court who were part of a 7-2 majority that ended the assault on the Little Sisters of the Poor's pro-life convictions once and for all. In fact, President Trump has appointed more conservatives to our courts of appeals than any president in American history. All told, 200 conservative judges appointed to our courts at every level. And I'm here to tell you, they are all principled conservatives who will uphold all the God-given liberties enshrined in our Constitution. But I must tell you, one of the greatest privileges I've had as your vice president was in my role as president of the Senate. I was able to cast the tie-breaking vote on a bill that allowed states across the country to defund Planned Parenthood. And President Donald Trump signed it into law. By contrast, Joe Biden and the Democratic Party would take America in the opposite direction. After years of his party endorsing or tolerating what had come to be known over the decades as the Hyde Amendment, which prevented taxpayer dollars from being used to support abortion, now Joe Biden and the Democratic Party have literally abandoned their support for the Hyde Amendment and have pledged to use taxpayer dollars to fund abortion at home and abroad. Joe Biden and the Democratic Party also would not defund the largest abortion provider in America, but they plan to increase funding for Planned Parenthood at unprecedented levels. And Joe Biden and the Democratic Party support late-term abortion. His party in the Senate actually blocked a bill that would protect children that were born after failed abortions. They blocked the Born Alive Infant Protection Act. And make no mistake about it, Joe Biden would appoint activist judges to our courts who would legislate from the bench and trample on our most cherished liberties. Now, more than ever, pro-life Americans need to let our voice be heard and stand for life.